All right, it's recording, but I'm gonna do one more summon for good luck,
I see.
and then we're
They
gonna.
don't do anything.
What level is your what level is your Hercule? Oh, so it's the LR.
Yeah.
You'd have to take him down a notch because now he has Boo on him.
I don't care about Boo.
I do.
Alright, reverse.
All right, so it looks like I can't summon from up here, but I am gonna start the timer.
Alright.
No. Littlest Pet Shop Show. Russell, Sunil, Blythe, Pennyling, Kyle just opened.
Who's Kyle? Hold up.
That is the person.
Hold up. Who's Kyle?
The person.
You're not running that past me.
The person.
Who is this man?
The person's
But
name
who's Kyle?
on this amino
Hold up. You're not answering my question yet. Who's Kyle?
is Russell, Sunil, Blythe, Pennyling, Kyle.
Pennyling Kyle? As in, like, her name is Pennyling Kyle?
Russell, Sunil, Blythe, Pennyling, Kyle. These people don't have good names. They just mash all of the names together. I think there's someone on the amino named Sao Nevela or something, and I was like, oh, that name sounds pretty cool. And he was like, I am the child of Sunil and Pepper, and I was like,
You cannot convince me otherwise. Oh,
I was
a clean 1%.
I was born in the wrong. I was born in the wrong reality. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be doing the podcast. Hey dreamers, this is forgot my name. Hey dreamers, this is Diddles here. Ah, there it is. We're starting off nice and
Starting
well.
off strong.
All right, start the timer. I don't want it to turn off.
None of them did anything.
Oh yeah.
Ivan did the one that guarantees a super success.
All right, I'm starting the timer now. We're going for 45 minutes. I'm gonna start the intro over since I messed up so terribly. How's it going, dreamers? It's Diddles here.
It's Best Boy Jean.
You
The
right.
one and only.
You right. You know, that's probably a good way to start up the podcast. I need to address the elephant in the room. Where are all of the playthroughs of Ruby Grimm Eclipse? Well, you see...
Did you run out already or something?
Well, no. There's still, like, hours of footage which would last the entirety of 2019. But, but after, like, experiencing all the fun stuff that happens in the later episodes, I was like, all right, now I just got to get through the first part. And for the first part, we were so boring, dude. We said nothing funny the entire time.
I mean, I don't usually say anything funny.
So I've been going through and what's it called? I've been going through and editing as fast as I possibly can, so I can get to the funny parts, which just so happened. Which just so happens to be the part where I lag so hard
Yeah,
that
you lag,
the game
you lag and get
is
Wave
unplayable.
MVP. You lag to where you get MVP.
Wave MVP. If those videos get over 100 views,
I think you're shooting a little high there, buddy.
hey man, either you shoot high or you don't shoot at all. Isn't that right? This is family friendly.
I mean, you could always shoot and miss.
I shot him, and then I missed. I shouldn't be making Game Grumps jokes on this. This is not their channel. They are not family friendly, but apparently they are since they're still monetized.
I mean, they're just a big YouTube channel.
You right. They make all of YouTube's money.
You get like a consistent one view from me and yourself.
I don't think I've gotten paid from YouTube in like the past 5 months.
I thought you said you get like $100 every month.
That's how it's supposed to be if I earn it. Yeah, YouTube is not a very lucrative. They can't see.
Oh yeah. I
YouTube-
completely forgot.
YouTube is not a very lucrative business to start, but if it's something that you're passionate about and you're like me and you just want to actually just get your work out there, then yeah, it's good. But then I didn't realize that making How to Tube would cost money. Because I bought the tablet with my first paycheck from work, and I was like, oh yeah, this would be a breeze now. Now I gotta get Flash, gotta hire a background artist for the show. I still have to find someone to do music. I completely forgot about that. I just realized I didn't check to see where the audio was going in. Very
Where's it
unprofessional. All right. Yep, it's going in there. We're all good. However, I did find someone. I mentioned it in the August update. By the name of Artsy Pomlin, and
She just followed me on Instagram.
haha! Now you know that she's amazing. You
I'm
should
amazing.
you should look at her art. We're doing something
I'll do it
right.
right now.
We're doing something right now called Pommeline Promotions, where she's drawing 3 pictures for me at the moment until we actually get the income to hire her again, because she does these like really fast and really good, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you are amazing. And she's like, yo, what up, Yaga Yeet? And I'm like, how are you the living embodiment of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Yeah. Oh,
But,
that's a work right there. That's something.
So Tiago just pulled up her Instagram page.
That's something.
Oh gosh, I almost instinctively said, Tiago, put it up on the screen, forgetting that this is a podcast, which is...
It'll show up in post.
No, it won't. We're not going through this thing. Also,
Do you know who this person is? Because they followed me the other day too.
no. I don't know who they are. Now's actually a pretty big time to... Pretty big time. Rush?
Yeah.
Yeah? See, you went for one song, and I was going for another obscure song that no one would probably know.
I just went for the Big Time Rush theme song.
Oh, it's gonna be a big night.
Oh, yep.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a big, 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 big night. That's legally all we are allowed to sing before we get a copyright strike. But
who did that? Was that no? It wasn't Big Time Rush.
yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah, because Big Night, Big
I mean-
Time Rush.
Just because it has big in it doesn't mean it's Big Time Rush.
Now, I first heard the song because I had a DSi and I was a loser who wasn't allowed to get on YouTube. So I used what was called Flipnote Hatina or Flipnote Hatina. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. The service was discontinued a time ago, but it was a space where you could go on and follow these big creators who made like amazing animations, and then you could download them and then say that you made them when you show them off to your friends. I did that a lot. If you say that you didn't, you are a liar. That is, unless you're the best Flipnote Hatina artist ever, Gizmo. I tried to steal his name when I was in the 8th
You
grade.
tried to. What stopped you from it?
So we were doing an assignment at Center Academy, a school for a school for the upper elite.
Real elite.
Well, actually,
Go for CJ.
actually, you want to pay pirates? Actually, oh, that's not family friendly.
Family friendly.
But actually, it was a school for kids with IEPs and behavior problems, and I was there for both of those. Because I had anger issues. Actually, no, I didn't have anger issues. The problem was, I don't know if that's gonna sound right. The problem isn't that I had anger issues. The problem was that I was black.
That's not family friendly.
Now let me explain myself. Have you ever been a young black man and someone talked bad about your mom?
Yeah. Yeah, it's happened. Yeah.
Yo. We value our moms more than anything on the planet Earth. Well, I do, because I've almost lost her like 7 times. So I'm just literally like, hey, God, do you want to stop trying to take my mom? And then God responds with, are you telling me what to do? Bam, back in the hospital. And I'm like, God, please. I hope that vibrate doesn't show up on the audio capture. I want to go back to an earlier point that I was trying to make before we went off on Big Time Rush. Another good point that is important to bring up now is that I've been lying to you guys for years.
I'm pretty sure no one bought it, but okay.
Well, no, you see, the thing is, Tiago and I actually alternate the editing.
I legitimately hate you.
I've just been saying that he's the one who does all of it because I wanted to give him a reason to actually be on the show. Because it wouldn't make sense for me. It wouldn't make sense for me to make a character who would only edit half of the time, and then still be a large faux focus in the show. But that is addressed in one of the season 1 episodes called "How to Edit." First of all, if you want to see all of the episode list, it should be up for free on my Patreon. So just go and look at it. I didn't know where else to upload it without someone stealing it and being like, "Haha, this is mine."
No one's gonna steal.
You're right, it's bad. But in that episode, I believe the actual synopsis is like Tiago gets fed up with Diddle's lack of understanding when it comes to editing, so he makes him take editing 101. And then from that point in the series, it will be implied that the two work hand in hand when editing the videos. So that's a really good point to make. What? What? Come on, man.
I just.
You can't just leave me hanging like
I
that.
don't know. I just imagine the next snap. I don't know why. I just imagine the next snap.
Okay, I'm gonna have to explain that to you guys now. So, yesterday I found out that I don't know what country is releasing them early, but episodes of My Little Pony are coming out a week in advance. So that's how, and that's how I watch them. The episode that I finished watching yesterday was called The Washouts, and it featured. Oh yeah, a spoiler alert for anyone who's watching My Little Pony.
No one is.
You losers. So anyway, it's not Spitfire. Lightning Dust makes her return as the leader of a group of stunt ponies called the Washouts. And I paused at the 2-minute mark and I was like, I'm going to predict the entirety of this episode. Because Scootaloo is looking up to the Washouts now, and Rainbow Dash is like, no, you shouldn't look up to them. They're bad people. And Scootaloo is like, why not? And then Rainbow Dash is like, I literally just told you why you should not be looking up to them. She is like, well, I need a good explanation or else I'm going to look up to them. So I paused and I was like, all right, I'm going to guess exactly how this episode is going to end. And I said, so what's going to happen is that Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo are probably going to fight. And Scootaloo is going to end up going to join the Washouts. And then they're going to be at this big show. And then Lightning Dust is going to be like, haha, I have not only your pupil, but now I'm going to do the most dangerous stunt in the world to make sure that she stays with us. I'm going to fly straight at the ground and pull up at the last physically possible second. So then she would like fly straight down and the music would be epic. It's like and then she would just smack face first into the ground. But it wouldn't be a cartoony smack. She would land and break her neck. But the force would be so impactful that it would have like a little bounce after she broke her neck, and then she would just lie there. So it'd be like and then you would hear like the nature sounds in the background where it's like where it's like the birds tweeting like tweet 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 tweet, and then you hear like the owl that you hear during the day for some reason was like ooh ooh. And Rainbow Dash would fly. It was like, I'm still the best, you loser. Do 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 do. My Little Pony.
Censoring.
Yeah, that's not exactly what I said. Yes, that's not exactly what I said. You know what? I think I can go. You know what? I think I can edit this part out.
Why do the work when you can just not say it?
You're absolutely right. She would fly up to me and be like, "Lol, I'm still the best, you." and then the outro would just play. Now, sure enough, I was 95% right with the episode. The 5%.
Where'd that 5% go though?
That's probably a bad sign, as it shows how repetitive the show is, to where I can actually guess how an episode is going to go from start to almost end. The only 5% that I was wrong is how Lightning Dust dies in this episode. So, when Scootaloo shows up to the washouts as the new member, after having a air quotations tearful moment with Rainbow Dash about how she actually just says that she can't fly live on television. So I'm like, oh, she
live on television?
And I was like, oh, she's a cripple. Nice. So anyway, so she was like, man, Lightning Dust, you're so cool. I want you to know that I have a fan club for the washouts. Maybe you could drop by sometime. She was like, kid, if you make this jump, everything will be fine. So we find out.
She was just flat out trying to kill her. What?
So,
She was just flat out trying to kill her then.
and Scootaloo was like, wait, if. So they land and they find out that the trick is that Lightning Dust has attached a grade A industrial rocket to the back of her scooter. And Scootaloo's like, I'm sorry, what is the trick here? And she's like, you're gonna go down this hill at super speed and launch over these 10 wagons down there. And she's like, oh, that doesn't sound too bad. And then she takes out another rocket and starts taping it to the bigger rocket. They can't see it.
They're gonna see it eventually.
But so anyway,
Scootaloo's
like, so anyway, Scootaloo's like, you're not, is there more? And she's like, and Lightning Dust turns around and is like, you're not thinking about backing out, are you? And she's like, well, I mean, kind of. And then the camera pans down, and you see that the two ponies that they're working with, Short Fuse and someone else or whatever, I don't know, they are easily forgettable, as I forgot their names, and they're lighting the wagons on fire. And Scootaloo was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. And then Lightning Dust picks her up and puts her on the scooter and ignites the rocket. So I'm just there. They're like, I see. Consent means nothing in the land of Equestria. It's like,
The land I love.
I don't want to do this. So she's going down the hill, and I'm like, you know, she looks like she's gonna make it. She's gonna be fine. But then she goes up the ramp, but then the scooter doesn't stop coming down. So I'm like, oh.
Her neck?
Oh. So Rainbow Dash flies in and does a typical, I told you, kid, and I'm gonna save you. You don't have to look up to me, but I'm gonna save you. And then they make up.
I mean, that just kind of like shows how fickle she is. Like, what?
And so
It's just the whole, wow, you saved my life. You're the best now. Like, so what if, like, I don't know, some random nobody came and saved your life? You know what? Fan club.
you are as fickle as Spike in that one episode when Applejack saved his life.
Spike.
Oh, man.
He's not loyal.
I have turbine cosis. I gotta explain that next. So anyway.
Turbine cosis.
So anyway, they land, and Lightning Dust is like, kid, I can't believe you bailed on the trick. What's wrong with you? And Scootaloo was like,
died.
And Scootaloo was like, well, I mean, I just kind of didn't feel like dying today. If it had been any other day, I would have stayed on. But today, just no. And Lightning Dust was like, well, if I knew you were gonna bail, I would have done the trick myself. And Rainbow Dust was like, oh, so you wouldn't mind that there's a rope being tangled around your leg.
Around your... No, never mind. Never mind.
And there's a rope being tangled around your neck. What? So when the scooter took off, apparently it got caught on a rope, and I'm like, so you guys just weren't ready to start the show, because that's a hazard in itself. Why is the rope so close to the ramp? That is so easy to
That just
move.
shows that they're not professional.
Also, there was a weird thing in this episode where they actually used their wings like hands, and I don't mean like picking up stuff like they normally do. I mean they made physical hands out of their wings. There's a certain point where Lightning Dust points at Rainbow Dash, and I'm like, that's just straight up a hand. You just drew a hand. Okay, you know what? You were getting to LPS levels of laziness.
I don't think it's that low.
This is the last season.
It's really not though. There's another one confirmed.
Oh, dang it. But
Dang it.
so anyway, Lightning Dust is like, wait, what? And she looks down at the rope, and I'm like, there's that comedic timing. And then she flies off with the rocket, which to my knowledge has still not come down. So as she's flying away, she's like, rivals forever. And I'm like, well, I mean, you're about to freeze in space, so I don't think you can be rivals for a lot longer. And Rainbow Dash, who is oblivious to the fact that her rival is dying, she's like, I wouldn't have it any other way. And then they walk away, and then they all have a beautiful life in Equestria, because that's how the show works. The end. And I walked away from that episode feeling not as empty as I have for the rest of this season. The only episodes that have not left me feeling empty were the ones that had nothing to do with the new main six. When they showed up in episodes 1 and 2, I was like, oh yeah, potential racism. I'm gonna like this season.
Creatures.
But every time I see them, I'm just like, I just don't care. Like, oh, you're having storytelling about how you spend Christmas with your families and how you need to get home. So, hearthwarming, and how you need to get home so you can celebrate with your family.
I cried.
I don't care. Oh, and then we found out that it was the Griffin who sabotaged everything. Oh, I knew that from the very beginning. But here's the problem: I don't care. I knew that Griffins were troublemakers from the very beginning, and I know I sound like Chancellor Naysay, but he's right. So it's just, I'm so sorry. Sonic Unleashed is such a bad game. So anyway, Maddie, I love you. I'll talk to you later. So anyway,
Who is this?
we don't talk about that. So regardless, that was how MLP went down, and that was the joke behind the neck break and the subtle bounce. Just great. I just realized I have to explain turbine kikosis. This podcast is literally just me explaining how unmanly I am.
I mean, the fact that I'm here too is just it's not helping my case either.
So, unlike My Little Pony, there was a good show on at the same time called Littlest Pet Shop.
And there's my manliness right out the window.
They had well-rounded characters, pretty funny story arcs, and it was just a good show in general until season 4. That was also the season where they started to draw the gums, so you knew that everything was going downhill when that happened. So, there are two characters named Whitney and Brittany Biscuit. They're rich and they're not that smart. That's their character trope. It's like strong but dumb, except they're rich but
It's
dumb.
the Knuckles character trope.
Ah, yes, the Knuckles character trope. It is called Knuckles and nothing else. So there's a lot of time. There's a lot of times in the show where they just mess up words because they aren't smart. Like when they did something bad, and Brittany was like, "Oh man, I guess we're about to get our like compensation," and then Whitney would be like, "No, Brittany, it's compulsion," and then and then Brythe. That's how young me says her name. I wrote Brythe. god, I'm so sorry. But then Blythe would like show up, and then she would be like, "No, you two, it's compensation." And then
You said compensation the first time.
no, I think it was
You said compensation. No, it's like
oh,
something.
no,
no,
no.
it's you just said the same thing.
I'm sorry. I'm stupid, but then again, I also watched Littlest Pet Shop, so what you expect? And then Blythe would show up and be like, "No, you two, it's comeuppance." And then Brittany would be like, "Yeah, that thing." And then they'd get shot. So it was a very dramatic season 2 finale that we don't talk about. No, I think that was what season was Pet Fest? Even I don't remember. How bad was this show?
Maybe we should ask Tails.
Don't be me. Oh, this is Tails, by the way.
Wait, does he watch your stuff?
I don't think he does.
Okay.
I hope not. I'm gonna post it there anyway. So, the way he was typing, it sounded like he was Indian.
Peter knew.
Hello, yes, Vinny.
This is my mom, by the way.
Oh, Sue Neil, I think we need to talk about your obsession with your mom. I don't have an obsession with my mother. I don't know what you are talking about. Oh, okay.
This is family friendly. I can't bring that up.
Sure. No, just talking about.
I was watching some late night HBO.
Oh, Vinny. Oh, man. If I ever do, okay, if there's anything where we have to talk about stuff that's not family friendly, I swear I'm gonna bring you back on, and we're gonna do an episode for Diddly Do, because that channel is basically just dead at this point. There is no money going into that channel. So anyway, we came up with a joke about the Biscuit Twins and they're not being able to pronounce words. Because the other day, I have a habit of breaking out into random songs from LPS. And I was singing the Biscuit Family Business. But whenever Brittany would sing, she would have a terrible cough.
You just legitimately coughed. And it happened to go with the beat. And you're like, I can do something with this.
When you're in business, the Biscuit Family Business, you do not let your conscience make you... And then Brittany would be like, "We keep it." And when he would be like, "Brittany, are you like okay?" "I don't know. I think I have like tuberculosis or whatever it's called." "No, Brittany, it's tuberculosis." "Yeah, that." And then she would just collapse on the floor. Oh gosh, that is a terrible joke. I'm gonna have to explain that joke on Diddly Do in the form of one of those Applejack videos.
I love me some cat mouth.
That I did. Oh, I think it's like cat mouth or something. No, Vinny.
They can figure it out from that.
Vinny, that's not what that means. Oh, I'm still gonna say it though, because it sounds funny. And he just screams. Oh gosh. You know, I should probably talk about How to Tube since this is the channel that it's gonna be on.
Or you don't have to.
You're absolutely right. How to Tube is canceled. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to getting started animating on this. I might actually animate some of the episodes, but for most of it, I think I might be doing a storyboard.
Storyboard.
I might be doing storyboards because, you know, when I was in college taking the animation courses, I actually learned something about myself when it came to You know what?
You know what I learned over these past 10 years?
I learned how to stutter. But I learned something about myself when it came to animation. When it came to doing like key poses and storyboards and expressions, I'm like phenomenal with that. In the words of Mr. Al, my animation professor, who I still love dearly, my favorite Pokemon. So I don't even think that's his name.
What?
Is it Dearly?
Who?
Who's the one that changes with the seasons?
Deerling?
Deerling.
Yeah. Evolves into Sawsbuck.
It's a Sawsbuck.
It's Deerling's evolution.
I've never seen that.
How?
I'm
You played Gen 5, didn't you?
No, I skipped that one. Let me look this up.
It changed with the seasons too.
I hope you didn't see that.
I did.
As soon as I put in S, he was like, shadbase.com.
Don't look that up, kids.
Or, I mean, if you want to. Then sure.
Look, it changed with the season.
Really?
Yes. How do you know about Deerling but not Sawsbuck?
Because I've seen... I'm not gonna sell myself out on... I'm sorry, what? Oh, thank God.
Oh, some Dawn.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a... I don't have the safety filter on
I definitely know that.
on my Google images. But yeah, I know about Deerling because I'm an artist and I follow a lot of artists on Twitter. Some of them are probably not family friendly, and I'm just scrolling, and I see someone say, "This is the cutest Pokemon ever, Deerling."
Why Deerling?
And I was like, oh.
Speaking of, what's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite
Yes.
of all time. Oh man. I want to say,
You can do like top 3, I guess.
okay, Typhlosion is definitely in the top 3
Good man.
because I love him.
He's a very good boy.
I just realize now that I don't even really like Charizard. I just chose him because you know it was Fire Red and you were supposed to choose him, and then they gave him the Mega Form and X where you didn't have to try to get a shiny. So we have Typhlosion. I want to
Typhlosion? What?
Oh yes. Sorry. Typo.
Typhlosion.
PH. Sorry. Typho.
Just continue.
Continue
on. Just what? Continue with your list.
Is it Braixen or
Braixen? It's not Braxian for the 100th time. It's Braixen.
Oh yes, Bracken. So we have Typhlosion, Braixen, Braxton,
Braixen.
Bracken. Okay, so we have Typhlosion, Braixen, and then who would be my third? I want to say Pikachu, but he's not my favorite. It's just the fact that I like him because he's cute. If I had to, okay, so this is gonna sound weird, but I think my third favorite would be Togedemaru. Like, he's completely ineffective in anything.
Smart Strike, my guy. That's a move now.
Because I was told by my good friend Pyronite 95, I'm selling him out, that on a competitive team he really wasn't that
I guess.
he wasn't that good.
But I mean, anyone can be good and competitive. There was about a year or two ago. I forgot who it was, but a competitive player just completely destroyed his Salamence with the Pachirisu. So I'm like, that's a thing. You if you got a good set, you can beat it. Almost anyone.
Well, actually, yeah. Since I brought that up, Togedemaru is my favorite. Is one of my favorite Pikachu clones. What's your favorite Pikachu clone, or do you just prefer Pikachu?
Probably a Molga.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is cute. He is really cute. I'm surprised you didn't say Dedenne.
No. I don't really like Dedenne too much, but
I liked Bonnie, but I didn't like Dedenne.
I hated Bonnie.
I thought she was cute in Japanese. But then, again, that just shows, how the Japanese version of everything is better.
So
Including.
you said is your third one actually Togedemaru or is it?
Yeah,
just like,
yeah, it
okay.
is. Who's your top three?
Well,
Dawn.
she's not a Pokemon. Are you saying that women are objects? Or are you saying women are creatures that you can capture for yourself?
Yes. Now I have to see if it's still recording because sometimes that'll mess it up.
No, but number one is definitely Glasgow. Glasgow is
True.
top. Two, I probably have to say Empoleon. Empoleon's he's pretty cool. I like
Number
Empoleon.
3 is Paul. Stand by for beating.
Paul, like the eight-eyed monkey.
I don't
How
want
much
to
you
get a
read- how much
copyright
you-
strike.
How about you read that notification there?
No. That's my notification to send me to the gym because Deku is my role model. And I said that by the time I go back to school, I will have his body. Meaning I will have the muscular body of a 15-year-old by the time I go back to school. So who's your third favorite?
I'd say probably number one is Glasgow. Two, actually no, two is gonna be. Two's probably
Empoleon.
no.
Oh.
I say I don't know. One is a tie between Glasgow and Gudra because Gudra is
Thick. I mean.
well no.
I
I just really like the Pokemon. I say Gudra.
I mean, that's just me. We all have our kinks.
That is completely just you.
We all have our quirks. Mine is that I like Gudra. Shoot. I'm trying to remember because I had one in my final run of Sun, and I'm trying to remember. I think her defense was amazing.
I'm trying to think. I want to say Gudra's especially bulky. I'm not sure.
Because like she carried me, dude. She carried me through the entirety of the Elite Four, which isn't hard.
Sun doesn't have an Elite Four,
Yeah, they did.
did they?
Yeah, it was like they were building it up, but you had to go
I know
through
they
the
had the battle
first
tree and
first
stuff,
time.
but-
Oh no, you had to go through the Elite Four, and then you would fight Kukui. He's like, so what did you think of our trial Elite Four? And then
Oh, I think okay. I haven't played Sun in a good minute.
and
so.
then you would tell them, yeah, it kind of sucked. And then you'd be like, well, beat me, and then you'll be the champion. So then you beat him. You're like, I
Yo,
beat.
champ in the making.
He's like, I beat the game. And then someone would immediately challenge you for your title. So my first time, I just assumed that someone was riding on your coattails the entire time. Like you had, as I like to call her, Kathiki, or her actual name is Kahili of the Flying.
Okay, no, we're not going back to that.
Yo,
we're not going back. To
Kathiki was thicky. Wait.
that. No,
Yes, she was.
no.
Yes. Well, you know what?
No. What?
I'm right.
You're just not.
I win.
You're wrong.
I win.
So you lose.
I win. But regardless, I can imagine her like taking out some revives and some potions. You guys fought hard. Well, it's time to revive you, and she revives one, and then I was gonna say Hal, but Hal's not like a terrible person. The first time that I beat the Elite Four, I got youngster Joey. Well, it might not have been Joey, but it was a youngster. So he just showed up. He's like, I challenge you to battle. She's like, well, I haven't finished healing. No. It's too late. I challenge you. You can't say no. So he'd send up his high-powered Rattata. No, he actually had like an amazing team, and it made no sense.
Yeah, you know, he likes shorts because they're fun and easy to walk in.
I like shorts because they're fun and easy to walk in. Digga. So I'm gonna steal this topic from the Game Grumps, but
I didn't say my third one, but okay. That's fine. Let's continue.
but
It'll be a mystery. Wait, what?
well, what do you think are some of the?
Am I stupid?
Yeah. What'd you do?
You just went from SSR to SSR. Am I just stupid? Or does this just get two SSRs?
You Dokkan awakened it back to an SR, and then it went to an SSR. Maybe you should be playing Dokkan during the podcast. Oh no, he's dead! Oh no.
I hate this game with a passion.
But I just forgot. Oh yeah. Like,
You said you steal a topic from Game Grumps.
yes. What do you think are some of the weirdest things that trainers have said before a battle? Because they say some really weird stuff before battle. You could just be casually talking.
I know there's like
something.
either a guy or a girl back in X and Y, I think it was. I think it was X and Y. It was a swimmer. I forgot if it was a guy or a girl or not. They're talking about how like they're thinking about like swimming nude or something like that because it's like freeing or something like that. Like so, I don't know. I don't remember something like that, but I'm like, I know there's another guy in Sun, I think it was Sun and Moon, and he was just like practicing a golf swing while like staring down a girl's butt. He's like, I'm practicing my swing. Like Etika did a video on it. It was funny.
My favorite is when you're in the graveyard in Sun and Moon, and these people are obviously like mourning the loss of their loved ones, and an old man turns around. He's like, "My dear Martha, I'm gonna miss her.
Martha?
I'm gonna miss her so much."
My mother's Martha.
So I'm like, yo, man, you don't have to fight. You are going through a lot right now. Like, I'm not trying to destroy you when you are mourning the loss of whoever this Martha woman is.
Martha Wayne?
She made my life so good. Oh, yeah, and then there's one in Fire Red. When you're going to one of the islands, and the swimmer sees you when she swims up to you, and she's like, "My boyfriend gave me pearls." And then me, I'm just like, nice. Like I think the first time I saw that, because all cards on the table, I've never beaten Fire Red because like I'm weak. And I can't beat the Elite Four there.
I'm weak.
Lorelai would always eat me, and I'd be like, you know what? You can do that again because you are like really cute. She is really cute. I love her red hair, dude. You would expect her to have like fire types like Misty.
But see, I never got how everyone was like, "Wow, I want to smash Cynthia." I'm like, I don't understand that.
I liked the weird things she had in her hair. I was like, I want to pluck them like fruit.
Everyone knows the best female gym leader. Actually, it's a tie. Skyla and I forgot Elisa.
I really like
those two.
Misty and Gold, and Heart Gold and Solstice Silver. Her redesign was on point, my guy. She looked really good.
Have you seen Misty in Let's Go?
Fam, don't even get me started, dude. This is a family-friendly channel. Don't get me started. I would destroy her in a Pokemon battle.
Good save.
And by Pokemon, I mean battling with our genitalia. Wait, how old is she?
10. Like all Pokemon kids are.
Do they not age?
No! This isn't Digimon. Speaking of Digimon, did you ever like Digimon?
I didn't.
You're dead to me.
I mean, I watched it when I was young, and I was like, I don't get it. Is this like Pokemon? How do you go back? And then I watched it again when I was in college, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. And like, I could sit down and watch this.
I heard they were making a either rebooting or a new season of Digimon.
Okay, I've heard about that, and there's a game that's coming out soon where it's like a choose your own adventure game.
That's what it was. I think it was. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Is it on PS4 though? If it's on PS4, I'm
I think it is. Yeah, it is.
If it's PS4,
oh yeah,
I'm pre-ordering it this minute.
Yeah, because as soon as I watched the trailer, I texted Pyronite and I was like, "You need to buy me a PS4 as well as a copy of this Digimon Choices game," and he was like, "No," and I was like, "Well, I guess the friendship's over. If you won't buy me things without getting anything in return, you aren't my real friend."
I don't think I've ever bought you a single thing.
Yeah, you bought me.
Yep.
Well, thank you for joining us with my ex-best friend, Diego. But I'm trying to think, what's a good topic to end this off on? Because we have like 3 minutes.
I know it's a terrible topic to end it on, but All I'm saying is that I'm happy because RWBY Volume 6 is coming out in October.
What are you talking about? That's a terrible thing to talk about. That's a great thing to talk about.
It's not a good thing to end on because it's like kind of we don't really know anything about it.
Oh,
Have you seen the Adam trailer yet?
No.
You're dead to me. Watch it.
I'm gonna react to it because that's the only
yeah.
thing that gets me views.
Yeah. See, like I will say, like I'll commend Rooster Teeth on that because like they did a good job on making Adam someone that I absolutely hate with every fiber in my being, but at the same time that's good because he's like the antagonist. It was like
Wait, which one was? What was Adam? I might be getting them mixed up.
Adam Torres.
Adam Torres, is
He was,
he?
like Blake's old
Oh
partner.
yeah, okay.
What's it gonna be, Blake?
What's it gonna be?
No, it's Torchwick. He said that. I guess it was. But Adam, he's like the red hair with the bull horns, because
Is it bad that I like Torchwick?
No.
I love him, dude.
Well, spoiler alert. He's alive.
Hooray!
Until season 1.
Oh. He's alive! Yay! Until episode 1 of season 1.
I mean, he last. I'm waiting on the day Neo comes back.
Yo, she is so cute. And
Have you seen how short she is?
yes.
Dude, I looked at the RWBY height chart the other day. I'm like, what is this?
She's
like,
short. She's
shorter than RWBY.
She's shorter than Goten and Trunks.
Like she's like the shortest person in the whole series. I'm like, she's like 2'1". I'm like, well, not that, but like she. I don't even. Is she even taller than Sonic? Is she taller than Werehog?
Okay.
Wait, hold on, let me look up this height chart real quick.
Before we end, I have to bring that up. So some people convinced me to get Sonic Unleashed on the Xbox 360. Terribly awful game. Probably shouldn't say that since so many people love it and want a remaster, and I don't know why, because it's just bad.
Sonic Unleashed for the Switch,
So
2019.
I didn't know that there were hub worlds in like the actual Xbox 360 version. So I get to see Sonic compared to the heights of all of the humans. And the only time that I'd seen Sonic in the Werehog before was on the Wii version, and there weren't any humans to compare him to. And in the comics, where they obviously made him like grow like a couple feet. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. But then he transformed into the Werehog on the 360 version. And this man is still 3 feet tall compared to every other human. So I thought that he would get big, like possibly like 4 feet or something, like grow a foot. But no, he's still 3 feet tall with these huge arms. He's like, I'm a Werehog. Give me your ice cream. Chip! And Chip's like, you don't scare me. Also, that's a really weird thing to think about. As far as I know, flapping
she's
has...
4'10".
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
So that means that
She's almost a whole foot taller than Sonic.
No, she is a foot tall higher. Wait,
So?
a foot taller.
Sonic's 3'10".
Is he?
I said she's 4'10".
Oh!
So, look.
Oh, we've reached the end of the podcast. This was a really good first episode. I bet you thought this would never happen.
Someone buy me a Rooster Teeth First membership because I'm a broke college boy.
Someone buy me I'm trying to think. Someone buy me Cave Story, because I hear that game's like really good.
I heard Octopath Traveler is a super good RPG.
I hear that the game's amazing. I'm like, oh cool, let me look it up, and I find no gameplay, and I'm just like.
But apparently, like, if you look at any gameplay, it's kind of like, it's almost like Persona in a way, where it's like, if you look at any gameplay, it could be spoiling a whole plot point. So it's like, the only thing I know is that there's obviously 8 paths because there's 8 different characters or whatever.
All
you
right.
Follow their path or whatever.
So I guess that's a good spot to end it. These
Hold
podcasts are gonna be
I
about.
have 30 stones. I'm doing a summon.
Please don't. Please save. There is a really good banner coming up, and I don't want you
Great
to
8
waste it.
turtles.
No. Great ape turtles. Great ape turd. But yeah. I want to thank you all for watching. I need to get back to my post.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're working. There's a line of people locked outside the door.
Open
the door! Open the door! Open the door!
I need to pray to my Lord and Savior. Open the door. I don't want to be out here with this church-loving. Can't say that.
How tall is Bob Parr?
tall is Bob Parr? Yeah, but yeah, I'm thinking these podcasts are gonna be like 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what we can do. This should go up same day. I'm hoping.
Is it going up today?
Most likely, I hope so.
I'm just saying it is August 21st. So if it doesn't come out August 21st, blame him.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
I'm trying to see.
he's 6'7". This man is a
Open the door.
Two Sonics could fit into Bob Parr.
And he was going after Natsuki, and she's like 4'2". I'm taking you home. I'll have you calling me new daddy. I took her to my room and then I beat her.
Is that family
Beat her
friendly?
so bad. No, I can't see her. All right, I'm gonna explain one more inside joke, and then we're gone. We
6'7".
have ruined Mr. Incredible so bad on Diddly Do.
Still not as tall as Gru. Gordos.
Goyles. That there's a joke.
Oh, we completely forgot to talk about a very sad event.
Oh yeah, I guess this will be a good way to end it off. Besides explaining an inside joke that no one cares about, Bob Parr beating Violet so bad that she stayed invisible.
Well, there's the inside joke. Now,
Oh well,
on to a more serious topic.
yeah. We lost a very good man today, Stefan Carl Stephenson. He was Robbie Rotten and probably like a lot more roles, and I honestly feel bad for not being able to credit him for anything else because he was probably actually a really good actor, and I should see what else that he was in. But we lost him today. I believe it was bile duct cancer. So our prayers go out to his family, and I know it's gonna sound cliche, but he is still number one, no matter what. No one will ever beat him.
Not even Smitty Warbenbigger Man Jensen.
Nope.
He's
No
number
idea.
two. It's a SpongeBob reference.
Oh,
You uncultured swine.
I'm sorry. I stopped watching SpongeBob.
That's the older episode of
years
SpongeBob.
ago.
The whole it with the drink hat. He was number one. That thing.
Oh.
You actually disgust me.
I forgot. I'm sorry. SpongeBob's not good.
Okay, but it has good references.
No.
I will use Tom Kenny as a reference.
You right.
I'll shoot him an email like, yo, I'm trying to go to, I don't know, Full Sail. I actually want to go to Full Sail, but that's expensive.
And then he would respond in the email with a voice clip. And then you would respond, that's not an answer. All right. So our prayers go out to his family. I hope he's having a good time in heaven. We'll see him soon.
He's partying with X.
I will. So no.
No.
We don't talk about
Martha.
it. Wait. My mother's name was
Teen
Martha.
Titans go to the movies. What was your dad's name?
Oh wait, what was Sue
What was-
from his dad's name? John L. Mine was Thomas. All right. Okay, so I know we said we'd end off on a serious note, but please go see Teen Titans Go to the movies. It is such a phenomenal movie, and I know that everyone is going to say in the comments, but did you hear about Teen Titans Season 6? I don't care. Look, I cared when I saw it, and I was like, oh, cool, but I have been exposed to it so much that I just don't care anymore. I have been turned off to Teen Titans because everyone is like, but season 6. I sat down and tried to watch Trouble in Tokyo.
Technically, we don't even know if it's a season 6 or not. It could just be another movie.
It could literally be Teen Titans Go messing with everyone. We like
Trouble in Atlanta.
we found a way. Can't say that. I can't say that.
What?
I'll censor it if it's too much. Trouble in X's car.
You gotta censor that. You know. That's a big censor right there.
Robin's doing that dance in the front car. In Cyborg.
If that wasn't so bad, I would need a video.
In Cyborg. I think I see the cops. Run!
I think it's that the cop.
I think it's that the cops. Okay.
It's no.
Oh my god. I think we're actually done. We cannot top that. These podcasts are going to be 45 minutes to an hour long.
This is Jade Wilson reporting on a recent death.
All right, guys. I want to thank you for joining Just Talk Episode 1. I'm going to try to get Episode 2 out as soon as I possibly can. I think the next guest is Pyronite 95. So once I get AT&T to work right, I'll have him on the podcast ASAP. So yeah, and don't forget to check out some of the other videos on the channel. Playthroughs are gonna be starting up again soon. Every Sunday.
Golf with friends. When is golf with friends?
As soon as AT&T fixes itself. But yeah, every Sunday is gonna be a playthrough. I think we're gonna take a break from Ruby for a while. I think we might try some other like smaller games before we get back to that. But other than that, yeah. So don't forget to subscribe and leave a like button.
Like and subscribe. Don't forget to smack that like button, hit that bell notification so you can get all notifications. And until next time, bros.
Did I ever tell you about that?
No.
Me, Pyronite, and Demir were watching a top 10 things you missed in Infinity War.
Was that like Watch Mojo or something?
It was someone who knew how to make a good meme. It's the scene where Thanos has like
spoilers.
Oh yeah, it's the thing where Thanos has stopped. He stopped Iron Man from flying at him,
Yeah.
and the guy's like, "Don't forget to smack that like button," and he punches him down. He's like, "Don't forget to smack that like button." It was so perfectly timed. Don't forget to smack that like button. All right.
Yeah, we've been trying to end this for the past 10 minutes. So
All right. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next podcast. So until next time, keep on dreaming. I delayed it because I forgot what our outro was.
Was I supposed to say something to like leave or something?
No.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Diego, for being on Just Talk. I forgot you're supposed to thank your guest. We are 10 minutes over when we were supposed to end. All right, guys. So until next time, keep on dreaming. Oh no, he's dead. Open the door.
Give me a minute.